Alright guys, in this video we're going to be going over how I made 20,000 plus in one single day. Now, if you guys don't know who I am, I'll just go into it briefly. I'm Burak. I've been doing e-commerce for the last 3 years now. In the last 3 years, I've generated over 7 figures, and I try to help you guys through these YouTube videos on how to do the same. And in this video, what we're going to be doing is how I would do product research. Let me make my face smaller here. How I would do product research with one single product to get to these 20k plus days, right? So I'll be going into how we do the Facebook ads, product research, validation, the differentiation of the products, running the ads, etc., right? So all of this, by the way, the 20k in one single day was done with one single product. So I don't want you guys to have this idea in your head that I want to just straight away throw out the window that you need to have fucking 20 products running, all of them need to be doing one. No need for that. You can literally do this with one single product, right? So how do we do the product research? Now, the first way I actually go about my product research is with Facebook ads and my external tools. Now, we're going to do product research live here, but let me show you guys what I'm looking for when I do product. When I do product research. So the first thing I'm looking for is how long a product has been running on Meta. Now, the reason why I do this, if it's been running the last couple of days, you're not really sure if it's doing good, or you're not really sure if it's done any money for them to be able to scale it, right? So we need to have the product running at least 1 to 2 weeks. And then we also need the product to be something that is going to be, I talk about this all the fucking time on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram. It needs to solve a problem, or it needs to solve an insecurity of the customer. And another one going along with the 1 to 2 weeks, the customer or the competitor has to be running multiple ads for this product, because if they're only running one ad, who the fuck knows? Maybe it's just a lucky hit, maybe they just got lucky and they just got it from there. And another one, very big one actually, a gap in the market. I talk about this all the time, and we're going to go down here into differentiation in a second, but we need to be able to differentiate ourselves from the market so we can actually find out how we can dive in there and find a little gap or find something where we can get more out of than our competitors. Now, of course, we have external tools like SimilarWeb, Shop Hunter, and other spy platforms we can also use. And we're going to be doing this product research live. So I'm going to open Facebook Ads Library right now. So the first thing that I'm going to do, we need to have a keyword that we can search for. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT. Now I asked here, ChatGPT, give me 10 best niches that people are advertising in Meta. And then you can pick one of the niches that you actually want to go into. So I believe I picked one here. What are the top keywords using in Meta? Having a health brand, right? So I want to have something in the health brand. So what we can do here, for example, let's go over to this, right? Healthy eating and nutrition. Let's say we want to go a little bit upon plant-based diet or a keto diet, right? Let's just take the plant-based diet. You copy that, you come over here in Facebook, paste that in there. And what you're going to see then is competitors running products or running ads towards something that is selling a plant-based diet, right? So for example, here you have another ad. Here you have multiple ads. So ICD, Soar Pure. I'm going to just click on their website so I can see which kind of ads there are, or what kind of product they're running. They're running an organic soursop drop extract. Now, here's the thing. What we want to do, we want to go view their ads. Reason being, like I said, we need to be able to see if these motherfuckers are running for 1 to 2 weeks, if they have multiple ads running, and if SimilarWeb or Shop Hunter or other spy platforms are going to show us if they've got lots of ads. Now, we only see 4 ads. So what I would do with this one, skip it, go to the next one. So I would go back, search for more, search for another competitor, and I'm going to do that quickly right now. So an easy way to do that, what you go over do is you go to click on filters, and then you sort by the impressions. You go basically back like 1 or 2 weeks. I'll just click June 25th. So what we're going to have is ads that are going to be active since June 25th. So that way we're also going to see, for example, this is probably a huge brand. I would not go into those. It's like going into, for example, this one you can go into. This is also this does not look like a standard landing page, especially not on desktop. But for example, what I would do with this, I would again go to their ads, click on this, view ads. They got 25,000 likes, which is good. They probably have loads of ads running, 110 ads. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to go over to their website, click on SimilarWeb, see what it shows. Yeah, if they're doing already above 150k to 200K traffic here. They're probably running multiple hundreds of thousands every single month. Now, what we're going to do with this, right? For example, I'm just going to take one of these pictures. Now, I've just basically put it in here so it's a bit clearer for you guys. Now, what we're going to do, we're just going to scroll down to a bit of their older ads, like 24th of June. These ads are running. These ads are running. Now, I'm also going to already just copy this image because we're going to go into the ad section in a second. But you see already these ads are running over 2 to 3 weeks. These more than 3 weeks. And if you go down, you probably will find 6 weeks. Like, you've got ads that are literally almost running for over a whole month, right? Probably doing lots of sales for them. So this is a brand that is doing pretty good for themselves. And we got their landing page here, we got their website, and we can kind of replicate how we want to do it and how we're going to go about it. So once we find a good competitor, what we're going to do is we need to validate the product. So what we're going to go here, I have a couple things that I go into for validating product economics. So when we're looking at product economics, this determines if we can actually use this product, because we need the product to be lightweight, right? That's number one, because it needs to be easy to ship. We can't have high shipping fees. We need the product to be scalable. So if there's no big market for it, like again, total achievable market here, TAM, it's not something we can run, right? We don't want to run something, it's going to be for such a small market. We can't just scale that up to hundreds of thousands every single month. And we also need the product to have a huge, high perceived value, or to solve such a big problem that people are willing to pay for it. Now, we also have market economics, right? We need to have a market that has to have this problem daily. The stronger the problem is gonna be, the more we can sell to them. So if they are facing this issue daily, we're gonna be able to sell to them way better. And we also need angling opportunities. Reason being, if you only have one angle, you can only go that way. There's no side, there's no other people you can bring into the product. So we need to see opportunities with the angle. And again, I included total achievable market here because it is about the market. And another good thing I always look for is that it has repeat purchases, so that people would buy that again. Why is that so important? That is going to keep your LTV and your scalability super high, because when you can have repeat purchase all the time, you're going to be able to scale with the people you already have in your email list, or the people that already have bought your product, right? So you don't need to always bring in new people to be able to scale it higher. So after we validate the product, if all of this applies, which I guess this one does, right? It's a super beats. It is a blood pressure support. It helps with your heart. It has this heart healthy energy support. It basically helps with your heart. Also, it says it here, cardiologist recommended. It basically helps with heart problems, cardiovascular problems, which a lot of people have. And you know, they're also going into it here. The medical people that are explaining about it, they're also explaining it more and more down here. You can also see here all these things. You can read through it, because this is going to be the product you're going to be running. So you need to read through it. Now, I ain't gonna run it, so I'm not gonna read through it now. Very important part, after we find our product, we need to differentiate ourselves. So let me just throw this down there quickly. Then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this picture of this product here. I'm going to put this here so you guys can see it, because we need to be able to differentiate ourselves, or with the product, or we're going to differentiate ourselves with the audience. Now, what do I mean with this? Instead of selling let me just actually pull this here because it's the product. Instead of selling these super beats blood pressure support, what we can do, literally go back to Facebook ads library, blood pressure support. What you will find, support, what you will find is lots of other products that other people are running that is a tiny bit different. You know, that has this about it that is a bit different, that has, you know, something that's going to be in a different way. All right, so I changed the name up to Heart Health because it's about heart health, and I came across this product. Just literally scrolled a little bit. I came across this product, which is a Dr. Living Good. It's an omega and turmeric thing that helps with, you know, your heart health, etc. You see, it's a different type of product. It's not a bottled gummy anymore. It's more about, or for example this, right? It's not a gummy anymore. This is a capsule that you need to take. And now we have another product here, which goes about food, right? So you can basically just change the product up to be a bit different. Here you have another one. I don't know which one this is here. Also turmeric and curcumin instead of turmeric and omegas, right? You get the point. You can change up what kind of product you're going to sell to the exact same people, right? They also have heart health issues. They want to change that. You sell to the exact same people, just change up which product you're going to sell to. So, or which product you're going to sell to them. So I'm going to add this picture in here so you guys can actually, whoa, that's a bit big. so you guys can actually see what I mean. So you change the product from this super beads onto omegas and turmeric. Now you can also do another thing, which is going to change the audience. So instead of selling to, for example, women with heart products, right? What you can do, especially with this one, what I would do personally, I would sell this only to men because it looks quite like a manly product, right? I would name it like something along the lines of lion's heart, and then be like, oh, men are working out so much, working under such high pressure that men, and then you frame it off of a different angle, which is going to be that men die quicker, men have more health issues with their heart, men have more issues with cancer, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea, and then you target a complete different demographic from a complete different standpoint. Then people are going to resonate with that. And if people are like, oh shit, I'm finally being heard as a man, right? I'm finally being like, okay, I'm 50 years old. No one actually gave a shit about me. Finally, someone came along and created a soft gel dietary supplement, soft gel supplement for me that is going to help me with my heart health. I'm already having problems. My wife doesn't give a shit. My kids don't give a shit. These motherfuckers do. This doctor, Living Good, whatever does. Let me check it out, right? That's the idea. Now, of course, you want to differentiate it in a different way. Also, for example, instead of selling to, for example, only heart problems, what you can sell to is people that, you know, for example, athletes with heart problems, right? Like people with asthma, for example, that are seeing heart problems because of the asthma. You just change up the angle tiny bits here and there so you can create a different path of going. Now, we're going to go over to creating the ads. Now, there's 3 ways of creating the ads. 1, reuse their ads. So you basically literally just take these ads. They're running in the United States. What you do, you check in United Kingdom, right? Are they running in the UK? Are they not? Take it, run it. You can. Now, I don't recommend this. This is not my recommendation. If you get banned or if you get some shit happening to you, don't come blaming me. I would not do it personally. Do not do it. Not the best. Best way to go about it is make your own video ads or make your own static image ads. So making your own video ads is by far the best. So I'm going to dive into making your own static image ads first. So the most important thing with making your own static image ads is your headline. The headline is the first thing they read and the first thing they see on your image ad. So what you want to do is make that so eye-catching so that people are going to see about it. Now, another one is reviews. What you also need to add in there is your USP, right? These things, if they all see this in an image ad, right, they're going to be convinced to buy for it, especially if you have something like a guarantee or a CTA in there. Now, what you have here, this is the human super beats that we just checked a second ago. Exactly this. Do you need cardiovascular health support? Straight to the point, do you need cardiovascular health support? The people that have problems with cardiovascular health support are going to read. It's the same thing as, let's say, a woman that is struggling from menopause. Do you have menopause? They're going to be like, yes, I have menopause. What is it about? Right? That's the whole idea. And here, the science-backed, doctor trusted, customer loved. 160 plus million servings sold. Now, like I said, reviews, and then this science-backed and a doctor gives kind of that guarantee. Now, they don't have a CTA because this is a different type of ad, but you can still add a CTA on there, which will make people click. But you get the point. With these type of ads, what you want to do is you want to capture the attention straight away and talk to your customer, so they come to your web, they come to see the static image ad, and they're like, okay, this motherfucker's talking to me. Let me read what's going on. Now, another one is making your own video ads. Now, this one is by far a bit harder, right? Because you need way more content, you need to be able to edit stuff together, and you need to also understand the framework of making a video. So the first thing you need to do is take snippets online. Like, if you take snippets online, like 3 seconds here, 6 seconds there, 10 seconds from this guy, 5 seconds from this guy, 2 seconds from this guy, 1 second here, 2 seconds, it doesn't matter that much. You just have to change them up a little bit. Nothing much is going to happen, right? So another one is adding a hook after you take those snippets that is going to be visual. Like, oh shit, everything shut. Who gives a shit? The hook has to be visual. This is probably, if you're going to make visual or video ads, this is the biggest thing. If you have a hook that is visual and catches the attention and talks to the customer straight away, right? That is going to make people want to buy. Now, the same thing here with this. Instead of putting the product here, you could put someone holding their heart like, like I'm dying and shit, right? Because it's going to keep people, or like a coffin, like, hey, it's going to probably be a bit too much. I ain't saying to do that, right? But you get the idea with, you want something to be visual. You want something to be like, what the fuck, right? people are going to be wanting to watch. Same thing goes with image ads, but I wouldn't go too crazy with image ads. I would more do with video ads because, you know, you can just move on to something quicker and then make it turn into something positive, right? So after you catch the attention with a visual and a good text hook, right? You attack their pain points directly, or you attack the benefits, desires directly, then you need to dive in on the pain points and the USP. For example, you can do a review-based UGC, what is it called? UGC video ad. So what you're going to go into is, I tried this, talk about the failed alternatives, or I was struggling with this, I was struggling with this, I always had this in my life, I never could breathe good because my heart was shit, this and this and that. You get the idea. You go into the pain points, what these people are experiencing, and then attack them with your product, saying, this product helped me. Hundreds of others have used it. There's so many people sold it. Science backed by fucking doctors. Everyone is saying it's good. I've used it. Now I can breathe finally fine. I gave it to my dad. He's also doing good. I gave it to my mom. Now she also doesn't have issues. Blah, 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 blah. Buy. That's the idea. So I basically came in with the reviews there and also the pain points and the USP because it's different than the rest. How is it different than the rest? You also have to say that, right? You also have to go into it. Now this one is probably different than the rest because of beets, because they're, I don't know, something with beets, super beets. I think beetroot is really good for your heart anyway, but they have, what is this called, like gummies or chewing gums, right? Complete different product than the rest. Like we talk about here, this is going to be different, and the way you would sell with your USP on this, for example, with the one where I talked about basically angling it upon men, right? You basically say, no one talks about men, no one talks about men's mental issues, no one talks about men's health issues, cardiovascular issues, blah, blah, blah. We do. We give the men the benefit, blah, blah, blah. You go into USB and why it only helps men, or why is it so good for men. You say the dosing is higher than the normal ones. This helps solve the problem quicker, and this helps make your heart stronger than it was before. It helps grow it. You get the point. Just whatever your research comes down to, and that's that. Then throw an offer in there. If you buy today one, you get one free, or if you buy two today, you get one free. Or what was their offer again? These had 1 bottle, 3 bottles, and 6 bottles. Yeah, if you say if you buy 3 bottles, you get how much is that off? Like 60% or 33% off. You say that. Or here, this one, buy 2 get 1 free, right? You get a free months of supply if you buy now. That's the idea. Now, that is basically how I did at least 20k days with one single product. You just change your product research up to be better than the rest, right? You just go into these things, find the fucking product, change up or validate it first before you change it up, differentiate it from the competitors, right? And then also you can change up your audience, whichever one you prefer, create your ads, run your ads, and yeah, it just comes down to running your ads afterwards. I ain't gonna show that right now. I'll show that in another video. 20 minutes is already enough sauce for you motherfuckers. More than enough. So, if you guys are interested in more of this, there's going to be a link in the description. It's going to be about the coaching. So if you want to join my coaching, it's going to be there. Of course, it comes with investment. We help you go from 0 to 100k inside of 4 months, building your own brand, not your personal brand. I want to say own brand is personal brand. Like it's going to be your brand basically. You're going to be running your e-commerce brand online, and you're going to be making at least from 0 to 100k in revenue inside of those 4 months working together. Comes with investment. If you ain't got money to invest, don't sign up the form. It's going to be form link down below, so fill that one out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.